In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, পরম করুণাময়, অতিশয় দয়াবান, আল্লাহর নামে শুরু করিলাম। বিসমিল্লাহির রহমানির রহিম। Dear students, today I am in English sandpaper class of HSC and my topic is right form of verbs, and this topic is very much important in HSC. This topic is included in question number 5, so it is very important for the students. And if we want to make sentences correctly, we need to know the right form of verbs. That is, in the sentences, verbs come by depending on the subject, on the tenses, on the voices. So we need to know the subject verb agreements, that is the uses of the structures, and also we need to know how verbs are related to voices. So here is a sentence, that is, the verbs appear differently in the sentences on the basis of their subjects, that is subject verb agreements, tenses, moods, modals, etc. In today's class, I will discuss about the structures of tenses, and also I would try to establish relationship between verb and voices. So let us start. Firstly, I will show you how verbs are related to tense. Let us consider present indefinite. The structure is subject, verb, object. If I say that the verb is I, and the subject is I, the verb is eat, I eat rice, then it would be rice is eaten by me. Here the subject I and the object rice. So what is the relationship between I and rice? Of course, we need to use a verb here, and the verb is eat. Now if we consider that the verb is not used here, the thing would be like this: I dash rice. That is, I rice actually does not mean any sense. So we need to use the verb eat here. So when the verb was used, the sentence got life. That is, without the use of the verb, we can consider that a sentence is dead. Now, when it was turned into passive form, the object rice came here as the subject. Then rice is eaten by me. Here is a verb. It is, that is to be verb. Am is, are, was, were. Then eaten, that is verb 3 form of the main verb eat. So rice is eaten by me. Here we can see that there are two verbs in this sentence: is, eaten. Rice is eaten by me. So verbs are very much useful in the voices also. Now let us consider the structure present continuous. P-R-C-O-N-T. Present continuous. The structure is subject, am, is, are, verb, ing, object. Here, if we consider that the subject is you, out of am is are, the word you would take are. You are. If the verb is eat, so it would be you are eating rice. Now let us turn it into passive form. Then rice is being eaten. Rice is being eaten by you. Now here the word is a verb. Here the word being is also a verb. The eaten is also a verb. So if any of the places is kept blank, then we can use the right verb properly. Say being given, eaten given. So positively it would be is or was. If it is in past tense, so it would be is or was. Now let us consider that is given. Now if the word being is not given, let us keep the place blank, then rice is dash eaten by me. So the verb is and the verb 3 form eaten given. So there must be been. So we have selected the verb is, selected the verb being easily, and if the place eaten, if we keep it blank, then rice is being dashed by you. So usually we eat rice. So is given, being given. So positively the verb 3 form of eaten would be given here. So rice is being eaten by me. So as long as we know the uses of voice, we can find out the right form of verb here easily. Now let us consider present perfect tense. Present perfect. Subject have, has, verb 3, object. Let us consider that the subject is we. The helping verb have, we have eaten rice. Since we know the structure of tense, subject have, has, verb 3, object, we can easily write sentence. Say if the word eaten is not given here, only have is given. So we can easily find out that as long as have is there, there should have verb 3. So as long as it is rice, we usually eat rice. So the verb 3 form of eat would be used. So it would be eaten. We have eaten rice. Now what would be the passive form? It is rice. Rice has been eaten by me. We know that the passive form of perfect tense actually comes with been. So we have eaten rice. Rice has been eaten by me. If we keep this place blank, that is rice dash been eaten by me. So been eaten, by seeing this thing, we can easily say that it would be has, or we can say that it would be had. But as long as we are narrating present perfect tense, so it would be has. Now if the place been is also kept blank, has, eaten, given, so it would be been, because we know in the passive form have, has, been, have, has, been, these two have, has, been, have been or has been are used. So if the place is kept blank, rice has been dashed by me. So as long as we know that in the passive form or in the passive form in the perfect tense, the verb 3 form is used. So rice is given. So we know rice is usually eaten. So has been given. So it will be eaten easily. Rice has been eaten by me. So it is clear again that voice is very much useful in the matter of right form of verb. Now present perfect continuous tense. Subject have, has, been, verb ing, object. Let us consider that the subject they. Have, has been, out of this have, has been, it would be have been. They have been eating rice. Now passive form would be rice has been, as long as ing is there, rice has been eaten by them. Now let us consider that the word being is not here. As long as we know that the passive form of the main sentence, they have been eating rice, the passive form would be rice has been being eaten by me. Now this place is kept blank. has been given, so it would be been. We can easily detect. So again we have seen that the structure of tense and the form of voice are useful to use the right form of verb. Now let us consider past indefinite. Subject, verb to, object. If the subject is I, verb to would be it, ate. I ate. Let us write it nicely. I ate rice. Now the voice of the sentence I ate rice would be rice was eaten by me. Now let us consider that the word was not given here. So eaten is given. So by considering that verb is given, object has come as the subject. So it would be either is or was. As long as we are discussing about past indefinite tense, so it would be was. We know at present in the class. But in our practical life, if we cannot find that whether it would be is or was, in that concern we can use is or was. Now, past continuous. P-A-S-T, past cont. That is past continuous. Structure, subject, was, where, verb ing, object. Let us consider subject I. So it would be was. I was. As long as I has taken the word was, we can say that there is an agreement between the subject I and the verb was. That is, as long as there is an agreement, I took was. That is, I did not take where. I was. If the verb is eat, it would be eating. I was eating rice. Now, if the word was given and if there are any verb, I, rice, so usually we eat rice. So, no verb here, we can consider that it would be eating. As the word was is given here, so as per the structure we know that subject was where, verb ing, object. So as long as was is here, we can consider it clearly that it would be eating. As long as the structure is subject was where, verb ing, object. So subject I and outer was where was is given, so it would be eating. I was eating rice. Now let us consider passive form. Rice was, for ing it is being. Rice was being eaten. Rice was being eaten by me. Now, if we think that the word was not given, the place is blank. So, by seeing being, by seeing eaten, we can easily consider that it will be was. Another system I can show you that if the word eaten is not given but was given, being given, so rice was being dashed by me, so it would be third form of the verb eaten. Instead of eat, we would write eaten. And if the system is not known to us, we would not be able to use properly. Say instead of was, we would write where. Instead of eating, we would write eaten. And instead of being, we would write been. And instead of verb free form, we would write verb ing form. That is why we need to know these structures, and then and only then we will be able to use this in the right way. Now let us consider that this is past perfect, and in that concern the structure is subject, had, verb free, object. And if the subject is I, it would be I had, and verb free form eaten. I had eaten rice. I had eaten rice. Now passive form would be rice had been eaten by me. Now by seeing the had and by seeing the verb 3, And if we consider that there is nothing in this place, then we can easily consider that it will be been, because in the passive form, that is subject had been verb 3 by object. That is, whenever we find any past perfect tense, any present perfect tense, any future perfect tense, at the time of changing it into passive form, we need to use been. That is, after have, has, had, there would be been in the passive form. I repeat, after have, has, had, there would be been in the passive form. So I had eaten rice. So as per the system, rice had been eaten by me. Now, if the been is not given, we can easily understand that as long as this space is kept blank, it will be been. So easily we can write been. And as long as had been given, so it will be definitely be verb 3 form. Rice had been eaten by me. Now another form, another structure. Past perfect continuous. That is, the structure is subject, had been, verb ing, object. And let us take the subject I. It will be I had been. I had been eating. I had been eating rice. Here the word had, here the word been, here the word eating. All these three words are verbs. So we have seen that right form of verbs. I repeat, the right form of verbs has been used here. Now, if I consider that in the passive form, rice would come here. Rice had been, ing form would be being. Rice had been being eaten by me. Now, if I find that there is no word had here, by seeing the been, by seeing the being, by seeing the eaten, when we see that there are few words, been, being, eaten, we can easily consider that it will be had. And if we find that had been, being, these two words are given, so definitely it will be eaten. That is any verb 3 form of the verb. Now let us consider about future tense. F-U-T-U-R-E, future indefinite. The structure is subject, shall, will, verb, object. If we consider that the subject is I, it would be I shall. I shall, verb, eat. I shall eat rice. Then shall is a verb, eat is a verb. Now if we find that there is nothing here, only I shall given, so we know we eat rice. So as long as shall is given, we can use here eat, because people eat rice. As long as the subject I given, shall also given, and rice is also given, so definitely it would be eat. I shall eat rice. Now what would be the passive form of it? Rice. Rice will be eaten. Rice will be eaten by me. Now let us consider that the word be is not given. Rice will dash eaten by me. So we can easily write here be, because in the passive form the subject I shall eat rice or the future indefinite tense actually in the passive form takes be. So when will is given, so it will be here, and the verb 3 form eaten is already given. So we have understood it clearly that here will be. Now let us consider about future continuous tense. Subject, shall, will, be, verb, ing, object. Let us consider the subject I. the word I has taken shall. I shall be eating. I shall be eating rice. Now convert it into passive form. Rice. The word rice has come. Rice will be for ing. Here the word being has come. Rice will be being eaten by me. Now, if be is not given, being is given, will is given. So, in that concern, we know that with a view to establishing relationship between these two words, we need to use be and will be given. So, eaten is also given. So, after will be, it will be being. Because we know in the basic form of any continuous tense, it will be being. So, as long as will be given, so verb is also given, we can easily understand that it will be being here. So, here again we are able to prove that the structures of tense and voices are very much important to use the verbs properly. Now, future perfect. Subject shall, will, have, verb 3, object. Now let us consider the subject we. Will have. We will have done. We will have done it. Now in the passive form, it would come as a subject. It will have been. It will have been done by us. Now if we find that this place is kept blank, now the subject it have been done by us, so we can easily understand that it would be will. It will have been done by us. Now if we consider that will have been, that is this portion will have been given, now what would be the verb here? It will have been. Now let us, it will have been, it will have been, it will have been done, it will have been done by us. Now the last structure of tense, future perfect continuous. Subject shall, will, have been, verb ing, object. Now let us consider the subject I. It would be I shall have been eating, I shall have been eating rice. Now while it is converted into passive form, the object rice would come here. Rice will. Rice will have been. For ing it would be being. Rice will have been being eaten by me. Now in the right form of verb, if it comes in this way, that is there is no any word, I shall have dash eating rice. Verb ing given, shall have given, so positively it would be been. I shall have been eating rice. Now what? Let us consider about passive form. Rice dash have been being eaten by me. Have been being. So positively, by maintaining the agreement with the subject rice, it would be rice will have been being eaten by me. So here in this class I have discussed about all the 12 structures of tenses, and I have converted the sentences into passive form, and also I have tried to show you how the verbs are related in the sentences with other words in the structures of tenses. or in the voice form. Now, I would like to tell you something more about the right form of verbs. That is, there are some forms of verbs. That is base verb. If we consider that the verb do, the base verb of do is do. Now, what is the past form? That is verb to, did. Past participle, done. Then present participle, doing. Then s, yes or is form, does. Then gerund, that comes as noun, doing. Infinitive, to do. Then there are some be verb, that is am, is, are, was, were. Then also being, being. These are actually verbs, right form of verbs. Now, what is the agreement between the subject and verb? Let us consider that in present perfect tense or in present indefinite tense, the subject he, then rise. We would use he eats rice. Here the verb eat has taken s after it because the subject is third person singular number. So in present indefinite tense, if the subject is of third person singular number, then the verb comes with s or es form. So here it is also a right form of verb. Now would you mind dash the door? Would you mind dash the door? That is the verb mind, and if I use another verb, it would be doing. Would you mind closing the door? It would be closing. That is, there is a verb mind and another verb close, and here actually I am trying to tell you that when two verbs are used side by side, then the second verb would come in the ing form. Then another sentence, let us consider. I saw him going. Here the verb saw and another verb go. Saw and go. These two are used side by side. So the word go has come with ing form. That is, I saw him going. Another sentence I can write. I went out, closing the door. Here went is a verb and another verb close. So these two verbs are used side by side. That is why the second verb close has come as an ing form. And there are actually so many forms of the right form of verbs, because in the previous time or at the beginning of the class I told you that the topic right form of verbs actually encompasses all the important grammatical structures of English language. So I am to come with you in the next class with the discussion of some other topics of right form of verbs. And today I am not going to prolong my talking anymore. I am going to say goodbye, and I am coming the next time very soon. And till then, goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.